We are in week 5 and the action is heating up here in Quality Games Basketball League La Germania Cup, the 5th conference. Action is happening here inside Coleo San Agustin Gym in Makati as we continue to bring these games to you live, of course, in our YouTube channel, Quality Games Basketball. Baron Mercado at your service in this Thursday triple header. And we begin our Week 5 action with a matchup between Flashbacks Racing and Gra+pe. Both squads coming off a loss on their previous game. Mas latest yung talo dito ng Flashbacks Racing. And let's talk about first the players wearing dark here, which is Flashbacks Racing, as we begin to we are now starting to begin our first game of 3 for today. Okay, before we move forward, would like to greet everyone who's watching in our YouTube channel. A wonderful Thursday evening as we get the tip off going. Guys in black has the possession. First shot is a miss for Gra+pe. As the guys in white, Gra+pe, they will have the first shot opportunity. And that three-pointer goes in first, or I should say long two, for Michael Gra+pe, scoring the first basket here of the game. And as I was saying earlier, let's talk about first Flashbacks Racing winning the first 2 games of the season. They lost to Sonnet Towers in a high-scoring ball game, 96-90. That was an amazing contest that we have seen in their last game. High-scoring ball game, but couldn't get the job done. Meanwhile, for Gra+pe, still on the lookout for their first win in the 5th conference as they dropped their 3rd game in a row against Tri-J in a close contest, 92-89. Three-pointer going in on the side of Flashbacks Racing. Both teams again eager to erase these losses as they get the steal. Good read on the defense. Kiro on that move. What a 1-2 step for Gra+pe Kiro. Missing an opportunity earlier, making it count was Gra+pe. 4-3 is the score, and now they pound the ball inside to Big Math. Couldn't get the job done. Farley was well defended on that last play. Marco Sario this time played well against Sonnet Towers, scoring 23 points, had 4 rebounds and 6 assists for one Marco Sario. And here he is off the drop. Gra+pe passes it inside. And that extra pass before it was made. Josh Villar playing here today. Couldn't make it count. Now on the inbound. Put back. Second try. It's good. Counting it in for Josh Villar. 6-3 is our score here against Sonnet Towers, defeating Flashbacks Racing as Matt Farley makes that tough end one after missing his low post move earlier on. One of the players that we should really keep an eye on in this contest for Gra+pe is Matt Farley. Despite a loss on their last performance, a double-double, 15.17 rebounds for Big Matt Farley. As we are 7:20 into this opening quarter. Macaranas sends it in the corner. Kiro back to Macaranas on the left side with 10 seconds remaining. Chopet with that no look on that last one. Good pass by Kiro. Josh Villar scores yet again, has 4 points already. So let's see. Again, these two squads looking to erase their losses. Especially Flashbacks Racing. They were down by as much as 23 points against Sunet Tower. Had a 5-point lead but couldn't get the job done. But that friendly roll will drop for Marco Sario. Again, scored 23 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists in that opening contest as well. As they look to erase and get their third win in this contest. Meanwhile, Gra+pe will look for their opening win in this fifth conference. Again, we are a double round robin here. So these teams will play 2 times in the elimination round. As ball is loose on the break, Jopet with the handoff to Sario. A bit too short, but Jopet gets it done. 10-5 is the score. Flashbacks Racing with a 7-point lead. 12-5 is the score with 6:02 remaining. Timeout is called by Gra+pe.
This timeout is brought to you by Quencha, our official drinkware partner. Stay sharp with Modern Fox Barbershop for the modern gentleman. Experience life through travel with Giron Travel. Fuel up with Casa Empanada. Train elite with ECX Elite Athletics. Track the game live on Swish app, our official stats partner. Powered by Bridgestone, La Germania, our league official partner. This timeout is brought to you.
As we return to the contest, 12-5 is the score, up by 7. Our Flashbacks Racing. Michael Gra+pe scored the first point for Gra+pe in this contest. Farley missing his second shot of the contest. Here's Marco. Gives it inside. Touch passing. Back to Marco. Sario for 3. Bit too strong. Rebound secured by Josh. Villar sends it in the elbow with that beautiful playmaking on the side here for Flashbacks Racing. Jopet Kiro scores yet another point. Believe he has 6 already in this total contest. As we continue the game on, approaching the final 5 minutes of the first quarter, all in control, all alone on that jumper. Just couldn't make it. A bit on a struggle, I should say, for Ed Martinez. Played well in that third quarter, scoring 12 of his 16, I believe, but was missing in the fourth. Let's see if he can make it done. Bank shot is good. Marco Sario making yet another basket. Asking for a foul. Referees won't oblige. With the 4:45 remaining, 16-5 is the score. As we get things in order here, let's thank first our sponsors for Quality Games Basketball League La Germania Cup, the 5th conference. Swish Up La Germania, Bridgestone, Gra+pe Hair Studios, ECX, and Passion Events. Again, you can also watch us in our YouTube channel. You can also see the stats in a Swish app. Again, our official app here in this Quality Games Basketball League, QGBL. That driving shot going in on the other side. Here's Gra+pe for the shot, and it's a swish in the first quarter. What a start for Gra+pe. As I am looking at our Swish apps, let's look on what's happening here in our contest. Again, a 19-7 scoring in the opening quarter of basketball. Gra+pe Kiro with 8 points. Josh Villar and Marco Sario with 4 points each. Leading the way, meanwhile, for Gra+pe, it's Michael Gra+pe scoring 3 points. Then Ralph Binos and Matt Farley scoring the first 2 points here for them. 19-7 with 3:50 remaining. Gra+pe looks to reset. Farley up top. Matt, nowhere to go. Quick trigger from the middle. Hits all on that left side. Now on the push, here's Mio Sario, who played well, has scored at least 20 in that previous game. Let's see what will his point total here for today. He spots up for 3. Farley secures that rebound. Gra+pe hit the lone 3-pointer for this squad. First 3 points here, and a good defensive stop on the other side. On the run for this handoff, it's good. That was some solid play. Getting it done on defense, and so far Gra+pe has been looking for Farley to dominate inside as early as in the first quarter. 21-7 with 2:45 remaining. They give it to Matt again. Hands it off, swings it, fakes that 3. Gra+pe pounds the ball on the left side. Nowhere to go, scooting it in, and that is just amazing defense on the side of Flashbacks Racing. Clean 24-second defense made by the guys wearing black. Alfie Tanseco is in here, checking in for that 5-minute mark. Gra+pe straight away. Rims out on that 3. Ed Martinez as well, scoring earlier. Gra+pe Kiro with 8 points, leading the way here. On the side of Flashbacks Racing, approaching the last 2 minutes. Matt Farley wanting to dump it off on the right side. Loving how the defense of Flashback Racing here, focusing on the interior, reading the plays made by Matt, as he is solely the main focal point of the offense here on the side of Gra+pe. Again, looking for their first win. Dropped their 3 games already, 0-3. Sancho Bibis will play later, I believe the second game. So both squads looking to enter the winning column as the ball was stripped. Here we go on the run. 3-on-2 break, and it's good. Finishing it off, Alfie Tanseco with a cleanup. It was good passing on the side here for Flashbacks Racing. Couldn't complete the end one, and we will have a foul call. I believe that was Bunyag and Kiro, then Tanseco with the finish. 3-on-2 break, that's how you run. First free throw is in. Jayesh Asnani. First point of the contest through the free throw area with 1:32 remaining, makes the second. 22-9. That's our contest here. Passes the ball at the middle, looking to bust that zone. Tanseco, Bunyag, Kiro. Ball is stolen. Here is Asnani on the break. Only one man to beat. Just couldn't make that layup count though. Could have pushed them to double digits here only if he had made that shot. Mio, one of the players that they will really Keep an eye on here. Bunyag, that's way off for 3. Picks it up, too strong. Rebound secured by Gra+pe on that last play. Lefty shot, a bit too short. Looking to pass it here in transition. And Bunyag with the finish. Another pass by Kiro to Bunyag. So an all-out attack here as Matt Farley just using his strength down low. Finally getting some clean looks. Matt Farley with 4 points already here in this contest. 24-11 is our score. 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Tanseco. What a move by Alfie. To finish off the first quarter with a second to go. Again, the defense of Flashbacks Racing tightening up here in the opening quarter, thus erecting a 15-point lead, 26-11. Second quarter action will begin when we return here in Quality Games Basketball League La Germania Cup, the 5th conference. Second quarter is on its way. Flashbacks Racing enjoying a 15-point lead here against Gra+pe in a Quality Games Basketball League La Germania Cup, the 5th conference. Live here inside CSA Gym in Makati. Baron Mercado in the action here, covering the action for today, and it is just solid interior defense being played here by Flashbacks. As I say that, Matt Farley scores his 6th point of today. Yet another successful post move for him. He leads the way in scoring here for the guys wearing white. Meanwhile, for Flashbacks Racing, Jopet Kiro leads everyone with 8 points in his total. Paulo Ramos attacks, and he will be fouled during that drive attempt. Early on, now a 13-point lead. Not much of a hot shooting for both squads. We have seen a lot of easy plays. Speaking of easy plays, Paulo Ramos scores his first 2 points of this game. More points on the interior, more points from a good ball movement, especially from Marco Sario and Flashbacks Racing. That's what we have witnessed in the opening quarter. Meanwhile, looking to cut the lead bit by bit here is a Matt Farley and Gra+pe. And I believe we will have an early timeout. That's 2 straight points on the side, or 4 straight points I should say, on the side of Gra+pe. 26-15, Flashbacks Racing, they will have the ball when we return.
This timeout is brought to you by Quencha, our official drinkware partner. Stay sharp with Modern Fox Barbershop, for the modern gentleman. Experience life through travel with Giron Travel. Fuel up with Casa Empanada. Train elite with ECX Elite Athletics. Track the game live on Swish app. This timeout is brought to you by Quencha, our official drinkware partner. Stay sharp with Modern Fox Barbershop, for the modern gentleman. Experience life through travel with Giron Travel. Fuel up with Casa Empanada. Train elite with ECX Elite Athletics. Track the game live on Swish app, our official stats partner. Powered by Bridgestone, La Germania, our league official partner. This timeout is brought to you by Quencha, our official drinkware partner. Stay sharp with Modern Fox Barbershop, for the modern gentleman.
So after that timeout, that's back-to-back points on the side of Gra+pe. Paulo Ramos and Matt Farley scoring the first two field goals of the second quarter as they run for that three. Marco Sario knocks it down on the left pin, erasing that 4-0 run. They scored their first 3 points. Here's Matt once again, turning on the left shoulder to a miss. Now running start. Can Marco make it 5 points in a row? No, he can't. Waiting for that whistle that never came with 8 minutes 18 remaining. Farley gives it up. Paulo for 3. Couldn't find the bottom. Farley gets that ball. Make it 8 for Farley here in this opening half of basketball. 8 points for Matt Farley. 29-17. Now they pound the ball on the left. Swings it. Miosario this time. It's good. Marco hits on the left. Mio hits right in the middle. Regardless, that's a three-pointer again. That's their second here in the second quarter. Flashbacks racing now. Having this outside shooting to click. Mio sends it out to his brother Marco. The Sarios here have been shooting the lights out here in the second quarter. Let's see how will Gra+pe make their response here. And that's not what they want to do there after making or giving up 3 straight three-pointers, turning the ball over. Lead has increased here to 18 points. To make their move. Sario again. Why not? Marco Sario now with 9 three-pointers here in the second quarter. Mio, his brother, joining the cause. They scored 12 and finally ending. That is Santos. JC Santos scoring here for them. 18-point lead, 38-20. Tough fadeaway. It's good for Ed Martinez. Again, one of the missing piece in that run towards the fourth quarter against Sunet Towers. So far, I believe that's his first 2 points here in the second quarter, but they cannot stop Big Matt down low. 40-22, Mio for 3. It's good! The Sarios are taking over here in the second quarter. And a steal to go with it. Martinez threads the needle on that pass. Gives it up. Layup line. What a pass by Marco. Finding Nick Bacaranas on the left. What a second quarter. Flashbacks racing now, giving Gra+pe a hard time, especially from the perimeter. Shooting a lot of three-pointers here in the second quarter, and that drive goes in for JC Santos. Has 5 points here in this quarter. Okay, let's talk about the Sarios here. Me and Justin Almeida talking about the performance of the Sarios. They just, like, shoot 3-pointers for breakfast. And that's how good these brothers are. 12 points combined for those two. 45 to 24. 21-point lead. We have a timeout call.
This timeout is brought to you by Quencha, our official drinkware partner. Stay sharp with Modern Fox Barbershop, for the modern gentleman. Experience life through travel with Giron Travel. Fuel up with Casa Empanada. Train elite with ECX Elite Athletics. Track the game live on Swish app, our official stats partner. Powered by Bridgestone, La Germania, our league official partner. This timeout is brought to you by Quencha.
45 to 24, 19 points already here in the second quarter. 12 points combined for Marco and Miosario, who's not stopping shooting that three. 15 points combined. That's 5 3-point counts for you. What a shooting display. This time Santos couldn't get it done. Offensive rebound. Still won't work. Second serving. Finally dropping in. Aljan Ungria checks in for the first time. Finally Matt Farley has some help in the interior. But again, those perimeter shots has been killing them as Marco Sario misses that pull-up. They get that offensive rebound. Gives it back. Nice tap. There's that defense. Can they capitalize? Now on the run. Santos, Gra+pe inside for the shot. That's a miss on the side for Jayesh. Farley completes that big end one. Matt Farley and company now has trailed by as much as 22 points. At least on my count, Farley will have a chance to cut it to 19 if he makes this 3-point play count. 10 points for Farley. Missed his last 2 free throws. Mio for 3. Kaboom! 18 points combined here in the second quarter for Marco and Miosario. 3 3-pointers each. What a pass though inside. What a look by Ungria. Passes to Big Matt. And Farley with 12 points. Single-handedly carrying this team. This offensive load for this team. Ungria secures that rebound. Again, they need more of that. Paulo Santos waits for the troops. Gives it to Gra+pe with 3:20 remaining. 12 points for Farley. Nice pass. Jayesh will be fouled from behind. I believe that will be Tanseco, and he will be called for a foul. Again, this is a much different side that we have seen here for Flashbacks Racing. First quarter, they have done a good job rotating that ball, finding the open man for that best shot. But in the second quarter, the Sarios just found the target. Found the middle of this rim, those green lights, those bullseyes now hitting for this squad. Gra+pe on the other side, they have made some stops here and there as Marco misses a 3. Farley secures that rebound, and Paulo Ramos on the middle attacks the gap. Couldn't make the basket though. On the run. Chance to add more points on the board. Miosario will miss. Farley gets that rebound. Gra+pe to Paulo. Ungria couldn't complete a 3-point play opportunity, but good recognition by Paulo Ramos. Instead of shooting from the outside, they feed their big Aljan Ungria, who scored earlier, now at the free throw area, knocks down the bonus. As we are Looking at Hungria as he misses the free throw and a lane violation is called. Let us thank our sponsors here in Quality Games Basketball League, La Germania Cup, the 5th Conference, Swish App, La Germania, Bridgestone, Gra+pe Hair Studios, ECX, and Passion Events. Approaching the last 2 minutes here, 51-33 in the second quarter. It has been a 3-point barrage by the Sarios here in the second quarter. A bit too strong on that three. Bunyag will rescue that play with 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Mio open for 3. That is off the mark. Ball is being fought here. Nice hustle effort there by Jayesh Asanani. Get a chance for them to inch a bit closer. Ramos on the drive. Paulo, tough drive and the basket to go with it. A minute 44 remaining. 51-35, a 16-point lead. We will have a timeout call.
This timeout is brought to you by Quencha, our official drinkware partner. Stay sharp with Modern Fox Barbershop, for the modern gentleman. Experience life through travel with Giron Travel. Fuel up with Casa Empanada. Train elite with ECX Elite Athletics. Track the game live on Swish app, our official stats partner. Powered by Bridgestone, La Germania, our league official partner. This timeout is brought to you by Quencha, our official drinkware partner. Stay sharp with Modern Fox Barbershop, for the modern gentleman. Experience life through travel with Giron Travel. Fuel up with Casa Empanada. Train elite with ECX Elite.
A lead as high as 22. Flashbacks Racing looking to add more points on the board. Gra+pe on the other side has scored 24 points here in the second quarter, looking to survive the outside barrage of the Sarios. Here, what a move by Roy Bunyag on that shot. A candidate for a top 5 play. What a shot by Roy Bunyag. And those shots will not help their cause, and they force a steal on the other side. On the finish, Mio Sario completes the odyssey and makes the basket. Those shots made by Roy Bunyag, those are momentum killer shots, and we have seen them here in in this tournament, I should say, but knocking it down. Counting that 3-point in, Paulo Ramos founds the bottom of the net. 17-point lead with 35 seconds remaining. Who will end the second quarter on a high note? Bullet pass. Basket is good. What a pass by Raf Hizon. Finding a cutting teammate on that side. Making that basket. Everything Gra+pe is making, always having some answers here, are Flashbacks Racing. But penalty situation on the side here for Flashbacks Racing. Gra+pe has no team fouls here in the second quarter so far, as Paulo Ramos connects on the free throw. Ramos makes both. He has at least 6 in this contest. 17-point lead is the score here, the lead here with 10 seconds to go. Tanseco on that drive. Good defense played by Hungria. Jayesh with a lot of time on the clock. Attacks. Ooh! Hits the side of the rim. Could have been big for them to enter our halftime with a 15-point lead, but instead they are down by 17. 57-40 is our score. We are at halftime. Second half of action now begins here in Quality Games Basketball League La Germania Cup, the 5th conference. Action is happening inside CSA Gym in Makati. Baron Mercado on the call, and let us look at the stats here. 57-40. I know you have seen the stats during our halftime, but let's break it down for you, or let me break it down for you guys, and let's understand why Flashbacks Racing has a 17-point lead numbers wise. Rebound battle +3 for Flashbacks Racing, 22-19. Assist total 22-14, +8 on the side of Flashbacks Racing. So that first quarter ball movement still evident here in this contest, really carried on to the second quarter. Steals 8-2, turnovers 11 for Gra+pe, only 2 for Flashbacks Racing. 7 out of 10 for from the free throw area, I should say, for Flashbacks Racing. Meanwhile, 3-point shooting, 7 out of 15. 3 for Marco, 3 for Miosario in that second quarter. Meanwhile, 3 out of 6 on the side here for Gra+pe. Again, leading the way in scoring. The Sarios, Mio, and Marco combining for 29 points. Meanwhile, Farley scores 14, and Paulo Ramos adding 9 points as that drive pushes Miosario to 18 points in this contest, scooping up that layup, a 19-point lead, 59-40. We have seen in their game against Sonnet Tower, they were trailing by as much as 23, made the run here in the third quarter, where Kaloy Sario hit that 3-pointer from the right corner. But 2 points made, I believe, by Josh Villar, who scores his 6th point of the contest, adding a rebound here and there. Paulo Ramos bumps, shoots, rejected by Nick. Macarana still guarding him. Ramos with a tough shot, couldn't get it. Pushes it to Marco. Sario to Macaranas on the left, and he will be fouled as he went off that drive. Ralph Binos will be called for that foul. 61-40. Lead was as low as 15 points in this contest, but has ballooned to as much as 22. Macaranas will have a chance here to add more. Nick with 2 points and 4 rebounds with 5 assists. Not much on the offensive for Nick Macaranas, but has grabbed the ball for that rebound 4 times, has dished out 5 assists, made 1 out of 2 from that free throw area. Now this is the largest lead of the game at 22. Looking to make an attack for that spin was JC Santos. Was clobbered on his attempt. 62-40 is our score here. Hasn't yet to put some points on the board is Gra+pe. Binos, baseline drive was shot, and a foul is called during that pass. Again, Farley is being hounded inside the paint. Gra+pe needs to find a way to give it to Big Matt or find other ways to score. Here's one off the inbound. Jumper is good for Ralph Binos. .20-point lead. A bit quiet is Ed Martinez, but Mio Sario isn't quiet, knocking down yet another jumper. That's 21 points for Mio Sario. Farley almost completing his response with a 3-point play. Again, Farley has been doing it all for his squad. 14 points. He has 6 rebounds, I should say, and an assist, but those free throws not falling down. For Matt Farley this time, uses the glass for safety. He has 15 points. 65-43 is the score. 7 minutes remaining here in the third quarter action, I should say. As Ed Martinez gives the ball inside. Villar hands it off. Jumper. That is off for Rafizon. Has yet to score in this contest. Nice pass. Binos hands it off. Farley on the left. Better defense by the guys wearing black. And now they look to make their counter run. 3 again. It's good! Miosario has hit 5 3-pointers here, I believe, in this contest. 24 points for Miosario. Attacks the ball on this left side, then goes on the right, gets that rebound, and shooting 2 once again. Farley will be at the line. 15 points for Matt Farley. 1 free throw made all game long. Make it
This timeout is brought to you by Quencha, our official drinkware partner. Stay sharp with Modern Fox Barbershop, for the modern gentleman. Experience life through travel with Giron Travel. Fuel up with Casa Empanada. Train elite with ECX Elite Athletics. Track the game live on Swish app, our official stats partner. Powered by Bridgestone, La Germania, our league official partner. This timeout is brought to you.
75-48 is the score of the timeout. Farley scores yet again. That's his 20th point of the contest. A 3 by Ed. Couldn't knock down his third made 3. Binos is running. Ralph through contact. Gets his own rebound. One more time for Ralph. Door was shut. Give it to Farley. Sends it out as Santos will reset the offense here with 7 seconds remaining. Ramos this time. Clock says 4. Farley bangs down low to beat the buzzer. It's good. Needing all 24 seconds that time was Gra+pe for them to get that basket to go for. Farley has 22 points already from way downtown. It's in! A good shooting day for the Sarios. Getting it done. Marco hits his 5th three-pointer of the contest. 11 three-pointers between Mio and Marco Sario. Again, they're just like eating 3-pointers for breakfast. Now at dinner time, it's time for them to pay it off, and a steal to work with it. Kiro, good defense though, but a follow-up is in by Marco Sario. Jopet Kiro has 8 points, all in the opening quarter, hasn't scored yet. Paulo couldn't make that shot, felt he was pushed from behind. Referees letting them play. Paulo Ramos, I should say, wanting that foul call, letting the refs know. Still talking to our referees is Paulo Santos here. Squad down by 28 points. 2 minutes, 22 remaining with 82-52 is the score. A lot of 2s on the scoring column. But in favoring right now is Flashbacks racing. Ongria couldn't secure the easy basket. On the run, Jopet on the left side. Still has 8 points. Waits for his teammates. Sends it here for Marco. Sario looking for that handoff. Couldn't complete it. Sario was anticipating that outlet pass. Good steal by Marco. Bounce it off. Look at that good ball movement. Couldn't complete it. Was his on, I believe. Now a 3-on-2 break. Can they finish? Paulo makes it sure. Ramos with 11 points already here in this game, I should say. First 2 points for Paulo Ramos. $80-54, a minute 30 remaining. 90 seconds to be exact here. 23 points to only 14. So Flashbacks racing, looking to get into that winning column. But look at Farley. He is just unstoppable inside. Having a hard time containing it is Flashbacks racing. But the outside shooting though of the guys wearing dark, probably the difference maker. A lot of 3-pointers combined. 33 points between the Sarios, I should say. But a steal to go with it. Here's Paulo. Ramos on that reverse. Couldn't get that call, and a miss though. Final 45 remaining. Martinez wants to pull it up, but passes it to Josh Villar, and Villar makes it count. Didn't play against Sunet Tower, but right now has been playing well. Ralph Binos finds his way in for 2 as we are approaching the 4th quarter with 22 seconds remaining. 82-58, Flashbacks racing with a big of a lead here. 26 to be exact. Or 34, I should say, to be exact. Way downtown. Couldn't make that count. Kiro with an offensive rebound. 2 seconds to go. Nick Macaranas too strong. And we will end our 3rd quarter with a big of a lead here for Flashbacks racing. Again, 24-point lead, 82-54. Fourth quarter action coming up when we return. We begin the fourth quarter with a 24-point lead by Flashbacks Racing here in Quality Games Basketball League Gra+pe Cup, the 5th conference. This is our first game of 3 for today as we start the fourth quarter here inside CSA Gym in Makati. Baron Mercado covering the action, and that's Mio Sario and his 7th 3-point conversion of the game. He hasn't stopped shooting those 3-pointers, making those 3-pointers since the second quarter. Meanwhile, look at that pass and the finish. What a play by Paulo Ramos, finding Matt Farley, another candidate for our top 5 plays. Even though they are down here by 25 big points, they just keep on playing. Farley on the lookout. Can he finish? Yes, he can. Farley has been really impressive so far in this contest, scoring at least 26, 28 points. Later on, let's see his official stat in the Swish app, as Marco Sario couldn't swish it in, as another run will be taking place here. Farley too strong on that drive. Chance to slow it down and hold the ball here. Lead with the 23. Macaranas will have the ball back. What a pass. Carrying that play to go. Nick Macaranas scores yet again for his squad. Mio with an assist, or I should say that's Kiro with an assist to Nick Macaranas. 8:25 remaining. Let's thank the sponsors of our league, Quality Games Basketball League: Swish app, Gra+pe, Bridgestone, Gra+pe Hair Studios, ECX, and Passion Events. Mio on the run. Kiro with a fake. Sario with another 3-pointer to go with it. 8 3-point bombs connecting for Mio Sario. He has been shooting the lights out. He has 30 points, 8 out of 12 from the 3-point country. He is on fire in this contest. JC Santos and the others looking to make some answers. Farley squishing his way in. Too big, too strong for big Matt Farley. But still a 26-point lead here. Can they make an impressive run? Another 3. That time Sario with a rare miss from downtown. Paulo Ramos will not count that basket, says the referee's foul was downstairs. Again, Ramos looking to contribute here. He has 11 in this contest. Aljan Ungria only with 5 points. Meanwhile, Farley now has 30 big points. 30 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists for Matt Farley. Flashbacks Racing on the other side, again led by Mio Sario with 30 points, 8 3-pointers, gives the ball inside. Big Matt on the move. Good defense. That's what you're just gonna hope if you are Flashbacks Racing. Farley just starts to miss from the gimmies. And there's a foul during that bump. 6:41 remaining, 90-64, and for back-to-back games, Flashbacks Racing has reached the 90-point mark. This is their total against Sunet Tower in their previous contest. 96-90 was the score. Now they are up here by 26 big points with 6:35 remaining. Timeout will be called. Let's see what will happen in the remaining moments of the fourth quarter.
This timeout is brought to you by Quencha, our official drinkware partner. Stay sharp with Modern Fox Barbershop, for the modern gentleman. Experience life through travel with Gra+pe. Fuel up with Casa Empanada. Train elite with ECX Elite Athletics. Track the game live on Swish app, our official stats partner. Powered by Bridgestone, La Germania, our league official partner. This timeout is brought to you by Quencha, our official drinkware partner. Stay sharp with Modern Fox Barbershop, for the modern gentleman. Experience life through travel with Gra+pe. Fuel up with Casa Empanada.
.635 remaining, 90-64 is the tally here. 26-point advantage on the side of Flashbacks Racing. Again, they are carried by the outside shooting of the Sarios, combining for 12 out of 25 from the 3-point area between Mio and Marco Sario. Marco with 21, Mio with 30. Here's Marco for 3, and it's still good. The Sarios are not stopping. It's dinner time and they're feasting from the rainbow area. Ongria, through that pass, creates contact and he will be fouled as Aljan Ongria will be at the line. 5 points for Aljan. Again, one of the players that can really help this team as long as Farley is playing here. He will have that help as Aljan swishes the first free throw. Let's see if he can complete his second trip. Knocks it down, makes it count. 93-66 is the score. Look at that burst of speed and the layup to go with it. Too quick that time was Marco Sario. Not only shooting for 3, also making it work for 2, and they get yet another steal. Mio to Marco. Marco, oh, look at that dribbling exhibition. Almost a highlight for Marco Sario. 24, make it 26 points for Marco Sario. Mio with 30. Again, the Sarios takes over here. Nice handoff. Basket wouldn't count. Running start. Marco all day. Easiest 2 points of the game. Sario with 20. Yes, 28 points in this contest as Gra+pe just looking to make this lead a bit more respectable on their end. Ed Martinez lights out from the mid-range. 10 points for Ed in this contest. And he's that steady provider of points. Can get it done, can operate from the mid-range as Martinez makes it a miss by Gra+pe. 4-3, 99-68. A point more, a field goal will send us to our century mark. Here's Martinez again. It's good. Back-to-back makes their mid-range assassin activated for Ed Martinez. 101 points. This is how you come back from a loss, but Aljan Ongria just keeps pounding the ball inside. Martinez, can he have a hit check moment? Here's Ed in the middle. guarded by the smaller Gra+pe. That time couldn't make it a heat check time for Ed Martinez. Farley asked for it. This is as easy as 2 points as that wonderful pass by Ramos finds Farley. As we are just cruising along, this time Mio has missed the back-to-back 3-pointers. Sario. Again, the Sarios combining for 58 points. Martinez, he has 12 points to support his teammates. Nick Macaranas with 7. Josh Villar with 6. And Jopet Kiro, he has 8 points. We will have a timeout call. 101 points already for Flashbacks Racing. 3:23 remaining. We'll be right back.
This timeout is brought to you by Quencha, our official drinkware partner. Stay sharp with Modern Fox Barbershop, for the modern gentleman. Experience life through travel with Giron Travel. Fuel up with Casa Empanada. Train elite with ECX Elite Athletics. Track the game live on Swish app, our official stats partner. Powered by Bridgestone, La Germania, our league official partner. This timeout is brought to you by Quencha, our official drink.
So we approach the 3-minute 20 mark. From the get-go, it's all Flashbacks Racing, and we can look and see how this game really went in that second quarter. 3-point barrage by the Sarios, and even in the second half of action, still the same, but Farley, the only constant here on the side of Gra+pe. 32 points for Big Matt Farley. Marco Sario misses on that 3. A bit too far for Jayesh Asnani. He has 4 points here. Aljan Ungria with 9. Paulo Ramos with 11. Just some players who played their hearts out here on the side of Gra+pe. Raf with a jumper, couldn't get the roll. Farley gets that rebound, still fighting hard for the box out. Nice fake. Asnani scores his 7th point or 6th point of the contest. As we approach the final 2 minutes, lead is at 25. We are just waiting for the finishing touches here. Ed Martinez, he is just lethal from the perimeter area, inside that perimeter area, I should say. What a shooting display showed us by Flashbacks Racing. Ungria will be fouled on that offensive putback attempt. And this win will mark Flashbacks Racing's 3rd win of this 5th conference. Meanwhile, Gra+pe will go down sadly 0-4 as they look for their first win of the season. I believe them and Sancho Babies hasn't faced yet, so that game should be a must-watch for everyone here. Again, meanwhile, on the side of Flashbacks Racing, 3-1. They are now tied with Grassery in that 2 and 3 slots. Of course, so far the only undefeated team, Tri-J. They will play later on against Sancho Babies, and we will tell that story when we get there, as Martinez still continues to wax hot. Ed Martinez, I believe he has at least 18-20 points in this contest. Farley to Ungria, still getting it to go. But again, Flashbacks Racing won this game in that second quarter. That beautiful run that they have made. Again, the Sarios starting that second quarter off. I believe it was Marco first who has hit 3 3-pointers. Then Mio took off and hit a couple of more. Again, 8 of 14 for Mio. For Marco, it is 6 out of 14. So 14 out of 28 between those two players as Gra+pe couldn't make that 3. Nice pass, Ungria to Asnani. Now he has 8 points, 105 to 81 is the score. Pulls the trigger. That is off. And again, Flashbacks Racing still contending to be at the top of the team standings as we are approaching the end of round number 1. Clock is just running down. Flashbacks Racing with an impressive bounce back win. 107 to 81 is the score. Again, the Sarios took over. Gra+pe has no solution despite the dominant performance of Matt Farley. 107 to 81 is the score. Next game will be Tri-J and Sancho Babies. Let's tell the story of that contest when we return here in Quality Games Basketball La Germania Cup, the 5th Conference.